So, hello? I shouldn't be streaming. I am dead fucking tired. But oh well. We're gonna be playing not Minecraft. We're not playing Minecraft. I did just play Minecraft though. Just shitting around. And goddamn, everything is so fucking cool. But we're gonna be playing this fucking Friend Sim 2 because we're reconnecting with our friends. Something that I should do in real life, but I am so bad at. Anyway, it's time for the last Nitro Pepsi in my house. Don't foam. Thank you. And pour into should I pour? I'm pouring it into chalice. It's gay month. We pour chalice gay. This isn't Fortnite. No, this title was too long. Some of these songs were really. Some of these songs off of was it? This is from Friend Sim 1. All these songs. There's Art Chop, Moist, Call Me Gorgor, Topical. The fuck what another James Roach track. Pirates. It be like that sometimes. Take Me to Clown Church. Fortnite Funny Moments, episode 413. Old Secret. Service Car. An ASCII image of Bowsette. Graveyard Shift. The one we just listened to, Clown Fucker, featuring Toby Fox. This title was too long. Turns out it's like the shoe. You know I just do music, right? Final countdown. End of Friend Vangelion. Worst end. Bonus. Yeah, it is. Love this. Love these music. Why is that 5 minutes long? Why is the bonus song the longest song out of all these? What else has James Roach made? Son of a bitch. Oh, that's it? Oh, but there's a... Oh, well, obviously, Hive Swap Act 2 and Act 1 music. Nero's Day at Disneyland. That's a funny name for a band. Nero's Day at Disneyland was an American experimental breakcore musical project created by Lauren Bonesfield in Oakland, California. Her first album, Attention Shoppers, was released in 2005, followed by From Marauding Fantasylands in 2009. Though this project was canceled in 2011, Bonesfield continued to make music independently. Nero's Day at Disneyland. I kind of want... There's a song called Lost in Bonerland. There's 4 albums, 2 of them being EPs. There's Attention Shoppers, Grievances and Dead Malls, Colonists, and From Running Fantasylands. I kind of want to listen to this, but then I don't want to fucking die on stream. I'll listen to it later. I'm gonna subscribe on YouTube Music. Okay. Anyways, let me open the game. Cancel. Let's keep that playing. Close out of Minecraft. Am I gonna be able to read? No. Oh wait, no. This one. No, this one. How is it encoding overload? How? Okay. Oh, there's a third volume now. How many story beats do I have? There's apparently a divergent timeline. I just found out. Okay. So we're here, right? Yeah, we're here. Okay, what was I doing? Okay, what evidence do I have? Tizia's statement. Wait. We should investigate the ship thoroughly and talk to everyone involved. Cool. Why did you pop that up? Ass? Chitter. Oh, yeah. Tizia's. That's sad. Tagora, shut up. Okay, so, what did we just do? Oh, do we have to talk? I forgot what we were doing. I completely forgot about this game. Not gonna lie. As soon as Minecraft came out, the new Minecraft update, apparently there's they're making... I'm short. Wait, I can fix that. Minecraft Legends, the entire video just looked like a recreation of Take Back the Night by Captain Sparkles. The entire video, the entire concept of piglins taking over a village with a fucking portal just popping up, that's the exact fucking story in Take Back the Night by Captain Sparkles and Tryhard Ninja. Why? Are you saying that they're canon? In Minecraft lore, Captain Sparkles is canon. Jerry is canon. Anyways, back to game. What am I doing? Let's talk to him about it. Let's suspiciously.
Told you about that exactly.
Nobody. I just assumed. You did. No wait, he did.
The Alternian Intelligence Service, or AIS, was founded over 50 sweeps ago by Her Imperious Condescension to fill the gap left by the Legis Lacerators and the military.
So the CIA.
While the Legis Corpus is primarily concerned with daily administrative matters and specific legal issues, we are responsible for gathering and analyzing intelligence that could potentially benefit the Empire.
Oh, neat. You see, in your world, the intelligence services mostly do a bunch of extremely underhanded shit to try to maintain a system of imperialist control built largely on the collective fear of government reprisal that looms over every citizen's head, literally all the time.
Oh, yes. We do that too, of course. I was merely simplifying for someone less familiar with our culture.
It's exactly the same. Well, shit. Okay. Okay, what evidence do I have? So we have Tizia's statement. Okay. Stelsa's statement. Blood on the suit. Blood splatters. Okay. Locations. Let's go to the airlock. Okay, I can't check anything. Okay, let's go to the observation deck. I can't do anything, so let's go to the guest. I guess we have to go back and talk to... No? The recruit raccoon sits in the corner, characteristically full of slime that seems to glow slightly. Honestly, the times you've been in one of those, it's actually quite soothing. The slime tended to get on you, and you hate how that feels. Fortunately, a shower can... Wait, weird. There doesn't seem to be a shower anywhere in this room. In fact, you're pretty sure you've only noticed one shower in your entire time on the ship. You should ask Tizia what the deal is with what the deal with that is. For some reason, it feels important to this. Yeah! Why isn't there a shower? A shower! A way to wash yourself off? You notice that there's a Recuperacoon, but there doesn't seem to be any way to clean yourself off. It seems messy.
Oh, an ablution block. There's one in the master respite block. For the fucking high blood and his kismesis. Not us, though. Not the fucking peasants. It's fine. The slime runs off into the trap next to the Recuperacoon.
Still, it must kind of suck to go so long without bathing, right?
Ugh, tell me about it. I miss just being in the hot water. It's relaxing.
Oh, I know why it's important. Because the guy was so bloody, it would have gotten on them. It would have gotten on the person. So, it can't be Tizia's because there's no shower. She would have had to use the master suite in order to shower. Boom, we solved it. Yeah, not being able to take a shower sucks. You wouldn't be able to wash yourself off if you got all sweaty or dirty or something.
You know me, always getting all sweaty.
Bruh. Okay, you think that was probably a sex joke. Moving on. Is that evidence? Yes, no ablution block. Yes, thank you. Airlock. Let's go back to the airlock. Can't. Is there anything new? That amount of I did it. Let's go to the bridge. Let's talk. No, we can't do that. Maybe something else in the guest respite block. The desk is full of a bunch of teal-colored makeup and a few books shoved in the drawers. There's some popular novels along with a thick tome of Alternian equivalent of jurisprudence, a subject which seems to involve a lot more being eaten by giant monsters than you typically understand the term to imply. Jurisprudence. How about that? Looking through the nightstand, you find a book of notes written in almost incomprehensible writing. It looks like there might be case notes about something, investigation reports. You're honestly not even sure. You've gathered enough. Okay. Click on the start trial to begin. Okay. Just a final talk. Are these your notes?
You really just think you can poke around in other people's things?
Well, you see, the thing is about that. Yeah, you actually kind of do that. Do think that, you sheepishly admit.
That doesn't surprise me very much, actually.
It really shouldn't. I skipped dialogue. Oopsie doopsie. But that's ridiculous. That could be the key to cracking this whole case.
You think that the key to this whole thing rests on some random notes? You don't think that maybe you can use your own logic to figure stuff out?
Bitch. Well, you guess so. But you're pretty sure you need this one specific item to make it all fit together. Nah.
That is possibly
No.
the silliest thing I've ever heard.
You know me, silly is my middle name. Okay, I'm starting the trial. You look over at Tizia's. Nah, it's not nervous. I exactly know what happens.
Now begin the trial of Legis Lacerator, Tizius, and Tick. If you cannot produce evidence that Miss Tick is innocent of the charges brought against her,
The crime scene is extremely dirty and messy. She doesn't have access to the master suite, which has the ablution block, which is the only ablution block on the fucking ship. How is she going to clean herself off? You may say, oh, she changed her clothes. When would she have time to do that, bitch?
penalty is immediate execution.
Immediate combustion. You swallow heavily and wait for him to begin. Oh!
I believe that I've been quite clear in the matter. There is nothing that exonerates Legislacerator and Tick.
Somebody texted. Zebra? Fuck Zebra. Was it Marvis? Oh, it's Malik. Malik, shut up.
She is clearly and unequivocally the murderer here. She had both the means and the motive to kill, so she clearly did.
Well, this is certainly a sticky situation you found yourself in.
I completely forgot that's what he sounds like. Wait, why is Tagora here again? You look over and narrow your eyes. You're not entirely sure that Tagora is exactly the kind of person you want on your side for this one? What happened to Stelza?
Oh, she's quite distraught over the impending execution of her mate's threat.
Makes sense, but also...
In any shape to help anyone right now.
Tagora shrugs and grins. And you think that right now he's just happy to not be dead.
I won't even charge you extra for this.
Lawyers and their fucking bills. Oh, how incredibly generous of him. You struggle to even comprehend the depths of his generosity or the sarcasm of your previous statement. You glance up at Tizia's, but she only shrugs her shoulders and looks away. You really wish she was the one trying to help you. What did she say before? There's something off about what he's saying. What is it? What are her motives? What is the motive? I'm gonna press it. Aha! You confidently yell, pointing directly at Gallic. There's more than that. What possible reason? Okay, I did it right. Yay. To kill anyone. It makes absolutely no sense that she would just randomly decide to murder someone.
I do not pretend to understand the way that she thinks. The fact remains that no one else was nearby when the murder was committed, and therefore, she is left as the only suspect.
Per the vital track records and the fact that Tagora was previously cleared of any wrongdoing.
Regardless of her motives, she was clearly the only person in the vicinity at the time of the murder, and I see no evidence to the contrary anywhere.
I'm not saying that one. I don't have any evidence. Shit, I don't know. Actually, there is. Can I? Ooh. I'm gonna just double check. And of course I'm typing in all caps. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not gonna fuck up anything. I'm not gonna read anything else. I'm just reading if I'm... Okay, so Stelza's statement. Okay, yeah, I was about to press on the first one, which probably would have been better. Okay, evidence, Stelza's statement. You wind up your hand and point dramatically just to show how sure you are that this evidence will prove what you're saying is true.
Oh, I'm listening, of course. I welcome any opportunity to engage in a lively bout of discourse.
Fun.
I really hope this is good.
See, you've got solid proof. You know for a fact that Tizias was with Stelza the entire time.
The area's thermal sensors seem to suggest otherwise. I will add the pertinent log to your evidence file.
Well, fuck the thermal sensors. You You know, because you got something even fucking better. You've got eyewitness testimony. Ah, yes, notorious, reliable, infallible eyewitness testimony. Deja fucking vu. Why do I remember this? This is weird. I remember seeing this like months ago to like a year ago in my own brain. It makes no sense. Hold on. Hold the phone. Why is it really quiet? There. That should be better. It shows up as it's not even playing anything. There. That should be good. Evidence text. Okay.
Fine. I'll indulge this for a moment longer. Let us call auto-terrorizer Stelsa Sezia to the stand.
Stelsa shifts nervously on the stand. She keeps glancing over at Tizia's, and you see a look of pleading on her face. It's obvious how much she doesn't want to be here, and you really can't blame her. You wouldn't want to be in her position either.
Very well. The prosecution will now hear the testimony of witness Stelsa Sezyat, auto-terrorizer first class. You may begin whenever you are ready.
Okay, you're calling Stelsa here because she has a key evidence in this case. Specifically, she knows that Tizias couldn't possibly have committed the murder, right?
That is completely correct. There's no possible way that Tizias could have murdered anyone.
Okay.
After all, she was with me the entire time in our respite block.
Oh boy.
Besides, you know that she was just talking to Dagora the whole time. I think I'd know if my own mate Sprit was going around plotting murders after all.
Well, this is certainly interesting.
God, please stop trying to help Sorbor.
Tagore shakes his head indignantly and glares at Tizias, then turns to look at you.
You see the kind of environment I'm forced to work in? Some people simply don't appreciate the help I'm trying to provide.
Hey, Tagora, it might be because you're a fucking bitch. That might be the reason. Don't get me wrong here. Your help is appreciative. It's appreciated. Especially the fact that I don't have to pay you to hang out with you. But Jesus fucking Christ. You're a whore. You're just a whore. I'm not wrong. He's just a fucking whore. He's a bitch. He's a dick. He's garbage man. I really don't like his character. Why am I here? Tizias sighs and looks up at Stelsa. For a brief moment, there is eye contact between them and a look of bitter sadness.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna double check because I think I'm gonna fuck it up. There's a third fucking trial. Ooh, okay. In round 2, press state until... Oh! Okay, I have to press her on all the statements. Okay, press.
Objection!
But wait, isn't there something that Stelza's forgetting? But why is she so sure that Tizzy has never murdered anyone? Wait, that makes it sound like you don't believe her. Shit, strike that from the record!
Idiot. You can't just do that.
Yes, you can.
Well, I just don't believe that my Zizi could do such a thing. I don't see how my own matesprit could have murdered anyone. That's not the Tizziest that.
Okay. Press. But wait, isn't there something else that Stelza's forgetting? If Tizzius was with her the whole time, then there's no possible way she could have been killing anyone. It's so obvious.
Actually, now that you mention it,
Why?
I did have to step out for a bit.
Ass.
Which is consistent with the thermal scanners I have installed in the respite blocks.
Well, god fucking damn it.
Okay. So she stepped out of the room for a little while to talk to someone. But how could she have murdered anyone in that time? You don't believe she actually killed someone?
Okay, next one. Anything else? You have the logs that prove Tizzius was talking to Gora the whole time.
Logs which leave a large window of time open where Tizzius could easily have snuck out, murdered the victim, and then returned without...
Who is the victim? Can we, like, decide who the victim is? He's a bronze blood. He's the second. Yeah, that.
This is a waste of everyone's time. I believe that the facts speak for themselves, and they tell a story that is distinctly unflattering to Miss Antic. I think it would be best to simply wrap this up so we can all go on about our lives. Except for Miss Antic, who will, of course, be executed immediately.
Gallic sighs and motions for Stelza to get off the makeshift witness stand. Okay, third act.
As it stands, there are a number of quite simple facts in this case, all of which are indisputable with any kind of evidence. Number 1. Miss Antic has no solid alibi by the time of the murder, given that her only defense is the unreliable testimony of her matesprit. Number 2. Miss Antic had more than enough time to commit a brutal murder. Number 3. As previously stated, there is no possible evidence that Miss Antic was not the murderer. All signs point to her being there in the airlock, killing without remorse.
He's right.
What are you talking about? You know that she didn't randomly murder someone. She's a lot of things, but a killer ain't one of them.
You know, maybe I've changed more than you think in the last few sweeps.
Fucker. You fucker. You already got the sense that this was all a lot heavier when you got here. But now, this is diving right into downright depressing.
If you've got some secret trick up your oversized hoodie sleeve, now would be the time to use it.
You shut the fuck up about my oversized hoodie sleeves. You have no right to say anything with your fucking haircut. Look at that shit. You have like a weird ass mullet. You have the worst mullet. I'm cheating again. Fourth statement. Yeah, I'm gonna do... Okay. Press on the fourth. Press! Wait a fucking minute! This has gone on for long enough. You can't imagine Tizzy is doing something like that.
Oh? It disturbs you to think of it? To imagine your friend covered in the blood and viscera of her crime? To smile at what she did in return with no one the wiser, having no sign of her deeds? To try and pin all of it on my beloved Kismesis?
Hold on. Friend covered in blood and viscera. Brain I just imagine the Jimmy Neutron, like, through the ear, brain blast bullshit going on. Brain blast!
Oh, Empress, he's laying it on thick.
I have bad news for you. Sometimes the people we believe are the most trustworthy are the ones we have to watch the most closely. Sometimes, the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
You say that in front of your kismesis, which you were about to hate Mary.
Number 3.
Okay.
It is obvious that Miss Entic entered the airlock, brutally slashed the throat of a maintenance worker, and left their bloody body to send a message to me.
Why? Yeah. I present that.
Well, what is it? This had better be good. My patience.
You
is
say
growing
that they were
extremely
covered in fucking blood. There was a lot of blood on that body. Not just on the body, everywhere in the blood airlock. Everywhere. There was just so much blood. Everywhere.
Objection! So what? What possible relevance does that have to anything? You make these claims, but you don't connect them to anything.
Shut the fuck up, you cell-shaded son of a bitch. Well, it's a good thing that wasn't your only piece of evidence. Bitch! No ablution block! You stared directly at Gallic. There's something that he hasn't considered at all. How did Tisius clean the blood off? Out of the corner of your eye, you can see Tisius lift her head. Gallic stares at you.
What do you mean?
Well, the body is in the airlock and had bled all over the place. You very distinctly remember lots and lots and lots of blood.
So what? She obviously washed herself off before she was discovered. She had plenty of time to do it.
Of course. But how? You see the recognition drawing on Gallic's face.
Of course. The only ablution chamber is in my own respite lock.
Thank you. Gallic's mouth hangs open and he stares at you. You just think that this is probably the first time in a while he has felt stupid. Across the room, Tisius starts to laugh.
Oh my god.
She bursts out laughing.
You're right. Stultz was so annoyed that we couldn't wash off, but... Looks like I'm in the clear, Gallic. Unless you think I magically made the blood disappear.
Spill-o-matic.
You were killed
Spill
in the
magic.
question, there would have been an overwhelming amount of blood. And yet you remain spotless.
He sighs heavily.
Legislacerator and Tick, I believe I owe you an apology.
Tisian, stop. Ow, fuck. I just kicked my desk. I had a blister on the bottom of my foot, like right underneath where the toes are, and then I pulled the skin, and like on your foot it's thicker, so like it hurts, and I just kicked the desk. Kicked my desk. Tizia and Stelsa spend at least 10 minutes holding each other, with Tizia's reassuring Stelsa over and over that she is in fact completely okay. Nothing like your impending execution to get the blood flowing and all. You symmetrical wannabe asshole bitch. Once they leave, followed by Tagora, Gallic finally comes over to you and face deadly serious. Happy Bear is worried that you'll be the next person he decides is guilty. No, wait. I have a feeling he's gonna decide himself guilty.
I believe I owe you an apology as well. You see, as a member of the intelligence service, I'm under a lot of pressure. Almost constant pressure, as a matter of fact.
There's 4. I'm sorry. I owe you I believe I owe you an apology. I'm sorry as well. As I previously discussed, it's not something I can talk about much, but I'm certainly able to acknowledge it. Pressure is perhaps too light a word, and I'm having trouble thinking of an alternative at the moment. And good night. I am expected to effectively neutralize the Empress's many enemies to face severe consequences. Okay. That's a clip. I believe I owe you an apology. I'm sorry. Well, that's all well and good, but he almost killed his own Kismesis, and not to mention Tizias. Gallic doesn't seem overly concerned by this. He waves his hand and shrugs.
A completely logical misunderstanding. The matter is a large, unanswered question.
What did this bitch look like in Friend Sim 1? Ah, he's that bitch. He's that fucker. I remember him. Oh! Oh, he was the other part with Tyrona. Kazan. The six pigtail. Son of an asshole. I remember this bitch. Oh yeah, the victory! I remember the victory. What is this? Sprites? Weird. I did look up sprites, so anyways. Okay. Now the time to actually figure out who the fuck killed.
My maintenance
Yeah.
worker, and why? I'm convinced that I was either the intended target or that eliminating the victim somehow facilitated getting close enough to me to strike. I need to ask you a favor, as the only true outsider on this ship.
Oh, sure. You're a little bit put off by the fact that Gallic just tried to kill two of your friends based on some pretty flimsy evidence, but you're willing to let bygones be bygones. You guess the addiction of sweet, sweet friendship is still a part of you, of who you are.
I need you to find the identity of the killer and uncover the truth of what happened.
Hell yeah. Becoming Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Bones. From Wizards 101. Nah. Yes. This bitch, MSPO reader, MISPO reader, is Sherlock Bones from Wizards 101, Marleybone World. Anyways, well, holy shit. That's a lot to take in.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but this is important, and I can offer substantial rewards.
Money! No, fuck. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, and I think I could probably get you off the Imperial watch lists if I have you reclassified as a particularly intelligent Lucis. No! Yes, I get to be a guardian and then die later. You want to play it smooth here, but to make sure that Gallic knows that the way he's been acting is so far out of line, it's not even in the same universe anymore. Of course, that mostly comes out as a non-committal groan followed by immediate agreement. Gallic apparently thinks this is more than enough to get started, because he nods back, smiles, and immediately leaves. Great! What the fuck am I going to do? Okay, so it's going fast. Let's go to the airlock. You really don't want to go back here into the airlock. The body is still... Oh, there's an alert. Listen to the what? Mindless... It fucking got hacked! Yo, Malik hacked it! Mindless Empire slaves tell you this is it. Don't believe their lies. Stoke the fire. Listen to the wise words of her imperious condescension, and The Eris Tetris. Tetris. It fits still. It's a 6-letter word. They have your best interests at heart. Okay, what did L-word say? Can't really head into town, I guess. Time to hunker down. Gallic. That is your only, like, character trait. Is that your only character trait? Being part of the AIS? What the fuck? Marvis. I love Marvis. Okay, Stelsa. What did Tagora say? You're a bitch. Yeah. Skyla Corriga. Okay. You really don't want to go back into the airlock. The body is still sitting there, and there's still just as much blood as there was before. You've developed a pretty strong stomach over the years, but this still is a lot. But still, something draws you towards the scene of the crime. It's that sense of lingering unease that you've been all too familiar with. That sense that something isn't right here. The sense that you need to look closer. Smoking a cigar in front of the body.
What are you doing here?
Bitch! Tizia basically apparates. Harry Potter! Appears directly behind you as if she were able to teleport in. Or, more accurately, you just don't notice her walk in because you're too warped up in your own thoughts.
You know that something's not right here, don't you? Something doesn't add up.
Definitely. Wait, I have to raise fucking voice volume because they're so quiet. I mean, yeah, of course, not all things on Alternia, and by extension the space around Alternia, never seem quite to add up. But you're not sure what to do with that here? Just that Gallic asked you to find out who really did this. Tizia doesn't answer right away.
I think you should take a very close look at everything in here. I think there's a pattern here, and I think you're smart enough to see what it is.
So, you know what's funny? This is basically Ace Attorney, but Tizia's is Phoenix Wright, and we're Maya. Or what's her name? Maya? Something. We're that bitch that keeps getting blamed for murder. That's how this is. Or no, there is a character that's just like, now think, Phoenix. That's right! Objection! Yeah, shut up. You start to interject that you're not really sure what she's talking about. That you're very new to this kind of thing. You didn't go to paralegal school. But before you can start the sentence, Tizia interrupts you.
I'll be in my room if you need anything. It's been a long day so far.
You could say that again.
If you see Stealth around, let her know that I need to talk to her.
I want to chew on glass. Well, shit. Okay, that was pretty vague. A little bit mysterious. But basically, completely unhelpful. But you suppose it wouldn't hurt to just take one more look around the gross blood-filled airlock? For old time's sake. Okay. The body is still lying there, basically untouched from the last time you checked on it. The wound in the throat is looking more and more suspicious. Something about it feels so random. It doesn't seem like it was done deliberately at all. More like it was the result of something chaotic and unpredictable. You're sure there's clues around there here that will make the picture a little bit clearer? Okay, how about the door? Weird, the blood splattered on the airlock door. That doesn't seem to make any sense for a murder inside of the airlock. The blood running along the floor seems to spread out just as a result of spray from the wound. You don't know what any of this means yet, but it seems really important. There's a very conspicuous bloody handprint right there on the control panel that operates the airlock. Judging by the blood on the maintenance worker's gloves, this must have been left by him. So you guess that they didn't die right away. That's actually pretty disturbing. There's weapon. What does this say? Something about the control panel gives you a very important vibe. It's like somehow the key to any number of mysteries. Sadly, you absolutely have no idea how to work any of it. Maybe you should come back later. Maybe someone has that kind of user manual or handy illustrated guidebook on how to use this. Okay, look at the weapons. The weapons. Off to the side, there's a toolbox lying open, while the box itself is tethered to the nearby wall. It appears that something might be missing from the box itself. If only you could find some kind of record that would let you know what was missing. Okay, so that tells me that I have to talk to Gallic to get that list of items that were supposed to be in this box. I have to go to the observation deck and talk to Stelsa and... oh wait, no. As you walk towards the observation deck, you can hear voices from around the corner. Slowly peeking your head in, you notice that Stelsa and Tagora are in there talking to each other. You wisely decide not to interrupt their conversation. Not so you could, like, listen in or anything. Just to be polite. Yeah, totally plausible thing to believe.
That's why I'm so worried about her. She's always working. And she's always burning the wax light cylinder at both ends all the time.
Handle.
I wish she could take just a few minutes to herself to keep from burning completely out.
Well, your mate spread has a certain determination to her that she just won't let go of.
Determination? Hold on. Will it stop the music? No. Determination? Hold on. No, wrong one. I need the good one. Bitch. Shut up. That's the wrong one. I want the other one. Whore. No! Okay, there it is. It said determination. It's the homestuck version. I will fight you on this. That's it. That's all we get. Yeah, Googling it only gives you fucking Undertale. When I don't want Undertale, I want Megalovania. You know, with the capitals. The funky capitals that Toby Fox had to put in just to separate the Earthbound hack, Homestuck, and Undertale. Tagora sighs and shrugs, looking over at
Not the
Salsa.
worst problem to have in the grand scheme of things.
I really want to bite some glass. I have this chalice. It's made out of plastic, but I really want to bite glass.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've got a cosmesis who's gotten to the point where he genuinely thought that flushing me out an airlock might be a viable solution to his problems.
That's funny. That's funny, though, and you kind of deserve it with those fucked up eyebrows.
I hope I don't have to tell you how much that hurts, do I?
No, you're right. I just wish that Zizi would be more open.
And I wish that Gallic would stop being such a stupid bastard.
I mean, that's 'cause Misa, dude, you're assholes to each other.
Sometimes we get what we want, sometimes we don't.
Sure, you're right.
They're like, I kind of like how they're talking about relationships, even though they're on two separate, their significant other are on two separate sides of the spectrum. Stelsa and Tiz are on the lovey-lovey side, and Gore and Gallic are on that fucking hate you die side of things. But they speak as if they're talking about the same shit. I love it. Homestuck romance, am I right? Stelsa head droops, and you can't help but notice that everything about the way she's speaking and carrying herself feels wrong.
I'm going to go lie down for a bit. This has been
Stelsa, did you murder? Stelsa, did you murder someone? No, it's obviously something from outside of the ship, like stabbed him while the worker was outside working on like the hull or whatever.
Fine, suit yourself.
For a second, I thought that said shit. For a second, I thought that said shit yourself. Stelsa turns to walk out of the observation deck, and you quickly jump back into the corridor right before she sees you.
Oh, it's you again.
Without warning, Stelsa hugs you, and there's tears streaming down her face, and she sobs.
I'm sorry. I just can't thank you enough for what you did back there. I was so sure I was going to lose Zizi forever. And then, what would I do? I can't go through life without my mate Sprit. It's unthinkable at this point.
Why are your fingers detached from your hand, cuz? What the fuck? I can't go, yeah. Why was I reading it? They read it for me. Thank God.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I didn't say Google. The fuck? You're a bitch. Technology. Anyways, she quickly lets go of you. Lets you go and steps back, wiping her tears frantically. Seeing that expression in her face, you feel an ache growing in your heart. She should never have experienced this kind of pain. Should have never been forced to live through something that traumatic.
If you see Zizi, can you tell her I'm worried about her? I'll be in our room.
Oh, she's gonna be there too. Tagore is still standing by the window looking out at the stars.
I know you're there. You might as well come out.
Fuck! Okay, wait. Who texted? Stels. And... oh, Malik. Rebellion is everywhere. It is everyone. Okay. You walk onto the observation deck in the most casual way you can manage. You were definitely just walking by and not sitting there for several minutes listening on another conversation.
Seems like an awfully specific thing to say.
Wait, what? I said that?
It doesn't matter. There's something I need to ask you. When you said before you could get me away from this place, what did you mean exactly?
So there's this locked timeline. He looks instantly more alert.
I need to know what you mean by this. Are you talking about running off and joining some filthy bunch of rebels in a cave somewhere?
No, not at all. Instead, we could go to Earth. We could make Hive Swap 2, Homestuck 2. No, there wouldn't be any caves. You've got the power of the first Guardian. Well, you did anyways. Point being, you're sure you can get those powers back, and then you can actually warp Tagora and everyone else into another world that you're set up to be nice, peaceful, alternative to... You gesture around yourself vaguely. Tagora doesn't look convinced.
Okay, so imagine for a second that what you just said doesn't sound like the ramblings of someone who's taken one too many hits to the head.
Funny.
Imagine that I'm interested in what you're saying here.
Funny British man. British? Imagine that I'm interested in what you're saying here. Funny British man. A funny British man once said, imagine that I'm actually interested. Anyways.
I'm not leaving without Gallic, and he isn't going to come with us unless you give him a really good reason.
He doesn't have to deal with the internal intelligence bullshit. He's been pressured. Get that pressure away, and you can live happily ever hatefully. Hatefully ever after. A reason like...
You have to convince him that someone's out to kill him.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to say, hey, I know you like it, but pressure relieved. Bengay, here you go. No.
It doesn't matter. If he believes it, the truth is completely irrelevant.
No.
Besides,
No.
we'll be living it up in this world you claim you made.
Living it up. Start singing Hades Town. They're the modern day Orpheus and Eurydice. No. They're nowhere near Orpheus and Eurydice. Tagora sighs and shrugs.
Aw, you're lying, and we'll end up sitting around in a cave playing games with a jade blood and fancy casual wear, and a cerulean with a series of sexual hang-ups involving pirates.
Fuck. Fuck. Wait, I exactly know who they're talking about. No! I forgot. Well, you think that maybe a bit too specific a scenario? Honestly, it feels like a bit unrealistic, even though it fucking happened.
Still better than the alternative.
You're not wrong. Why are you even with Gallic? You explain that it doesn't really seem all that healthy to be with someone whose track record consisted of trying to have him killed just a little while earlier. You don't know much about relationship dynamics, but that seems unhealthy.
Ugh, don't try to lecture me on how to handle my own pitch relationship. You're not much of an auspicious.
Okay, ouch. That stings, because you, for one, consider yourself quite the Ashen expert. Oh, fuck off.
Please. The only thing you need to know is that Gallic and I would both be a lot happier without the pressure of our respective positions in the Empire hanging over our heads.
They're under pressure. We have to relieve them pressure. We have to give them Bengay. I swear, that is the dumbest joke I've ever made. Because Bengay is real. It's a real fucking bullshit. You are a bitch. You look so weird. Also, you have more followers. You have a lot more fucking followers. Ramel, no. That means Ramel may be dead. Maybe. I hate you. The Kodak effect. Instead of the Kodak. Instead of Kodak, it's Kodak. Ha 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 ha. So funny. Anyways.
Unfortunately, the only way out of that prior to you showing up would be death. but you're giving us an alternative.
Hell yeah. Tagora flashes you a shark-like smile and nods. Oh boy, Shark Tank time.
Good for you.
Does he have any idea what really happened?
What makes you think it matters what really happened?
I was put on this case. I'm now I'm now a paralegal. That's not. I honestly don't know what paralegal is. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. What is the difference? Different legal shits. Paralegal. If I could spell paralegal. Paralegal. Legal assistants perform a variety of tasks to support lawyers. Oh. They're support. Gross. Anyways, Tagora leans in closer, smiling in a way that makes you feel a little bit more uneasy.
You remember what I told you about being a showmaster?
Yes, this is now the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. You showcasted. You orchestrated all those bits. Kind of vaguely. Something about trials or something like that. You get a feeling that this is kind of like a prosecutor, the person responsible for finding the accused guilty as charged.
No. Well, that's part of it. They're always found guilty. But it's more like being the creative director of the trial.
So you're telling it's acting. You're making
make
it.
Sure it's production. Something that makes it clear that no one can question the system.
So it's like Judge Judy, but it's Judge Trudy. It's just Judge Trudy with the dancing lobsters from the Amanda Bynes show. Bring in the dancing lobsters. That's him. He's the dancing. Tagora as a dancing lobster. You're starting to understand. The trials are a form of theater, a way to make the Empire look good.
Yes, but we can use the same energy to convince Gallic it's time to leave. Just put on a good show.
Genius. I'm starting to like Tagora and his see-through bangs.
Whether it's real or not, that's irrelevant.
I'm going to murder him. Okay, so I have to talk to... Let's go to the cargo bay. Who's in the cargo bay? Nobody. Oh, I could search over here. The manifest for the contents of the toolbox. Yes! You're sure if you could compare the manifest to the contents of the box, you'll be able to figure out what's missing. Whether or not it actually means anything, you're working on one step at a time. Sweet! Hell yeah! I'm a genius! It looks like the log of the maintenance staff has been down in this area in the last night cycle or so. It doesn't seem like many people come down here. Okay. Anything else? No? Okay. Cool. Airlock. So now, evidence, maintenance log. Dial Saix logged into maintenance. Tool manifest, okay. A set of adjustable wrenches, a monomolecular blade knife, a variable bit driver, laser measuring device, and a set of permanent markers. So, can I not? Okay, so is the blade knife not here? No, that's the laser tool. Okay. Who typed now? Tagora, fuck off. You're a bitch. Okay, I'm scared to go to the guest respite block. Let's go to the bridge. You're honestly kind of afraid to talk to Gallic at this point. He's just standing there staring out the window with his hands behind his back. When he turns around, there's a look of intensity in his eyes that you really don't like.
Ah, my alien friend. I trust that your investigation is going well? This has become something of a matter of Imperial security, in case that wasn't already clear.
Not to belittle or insult you, but you are in fact an alien. You smile as winningly as you manage under the circumstances. Sure, things are going great, but it would be pretty helpful if Gallic could just maybe answer a few more questions. He eyes you suspiciously.
I suppose that would be acceptable.
Where were you in the time of the murder? Why would anyone want to kill him?
In my line of work, you make a lot of enemies. Those who want to hurt the Empire, or just those who feel personally wronged by it.
Wow. Well, you can maybe understand how some people might feel personally wronged by the Empire. Gallic glares at you.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. My point is that the Empire's enemies tend to end up becoming my enemies. I might be a lowly piece in this game, but those even lower down stand to advance their own standing by removing me.
I get what you're saying. Don't utter a whisper of this kind of sentiment again. And believe me, the Empire has many enemies on all sides. The game, in this case referring to the all too real game of espionage, whether they are fighting against the Empire itself or attempting to usurp the Empire of the Empress for control. Okay. That does sound pretty bad. Has he ever considered maybe leaving? He looks at you.
Oh,
He laughs.
that's a good joke. I appreciate the attempt to lighten the situation. I know your alien customs are strange, but you should know as well as anyone that you don't just leave your responsibility to the Empire.
Don't you feel bad for any of this?
Why would I feel bad?
Because you did just try to accuse two people of murder and then absolutely get kerdunked on with facts and logic. He did get kerdunked on. You can agree that he got kerdunked on. Oh, you know, just a little thing about almost killing your kismesis and an innocent legislator.
I suppose. In all honesty, I've learned to separate my personal and professional feelings long ago. Did it break my heart to have to put them on trial? Yes. Was it necessary? Absolutely.
Not. You forgot a word. It wasn't necessary. A certain sense of professionalism is needed here. Something I cultivated during my academic phase, but which is only more pointed in my current line of work. I'm not going to stand here and pretend to enjoy the more unpleasant parts of my duty, but I'm also not going to act like these measures are anything unusual. You see, ensuring the safety of the Empire and its citizens takes precedence over whatever personal issues I might have with any of this. You don't really know where to even start arguing with him on this. Not because of any of this is compelling, but because it's so bizarre to your way of thinking that you don't even understand why he's so committed to it. Does he have any leads? Gallic shakes his head. Of course not. Of course not.
I wish that I did. Sadly, I could not
What
say
if
as
it's
much
a
without
space
lying
monster
to you.
outside of the ship? Have you thought of that? The space monster. Well, surely there's some kind of clue. Someone who maybe was angry with him or wanted to get him out of the way.
As I said, I truly do not know. I would suggest you investigate the crime scene once more and speak to the legislators to see if they have any further insight.
And there's still nothing over here. Okay, let's go to the guest respite block. I don't want to accidentally walk in on them having fucking sex. Fuck. You open the door. You just swing it fucking open. You really don't want to interrupt. This feels intimate, but you also don't want to risk the sound of the door breaking the moment. So you just kind of stand awkwardly and listen.
I don't see why you're acting like this. I almost lost you, Zizi. I can't do that.
It's fine, Stealth. Nothing actually happened. I'm fine, and Gallic knows I didn't kill anyone. It's fine.
It's fine now. But what about next time? I keep telling you to stop poking your head up.
So, what? Just smile and nod along? Just hide myself away and... what?
Stay with me.
Lovers quarrel, oh no.
I'm not going to leave you, Stealth. That's crazy.
I don't mean like that. I mean that one day you're going to... And I can't live with myself if I let that happen.
I didn't click anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm not going to get killed, okay?
You don't know that. Everyone says that, but no one knows it for sure.
You're not wrong. You shift and lean back, which of course has the side effect of loudly banging into the door, causing both Salsa and Tizius to jump.
You!
You point your... Me?
I need to talk to you. Alone.
Fun. Out in the corridor, on the other side of the now closed door to the respite block, Tizius hauls you a few feet down and starts to speak in a low, urgent whisper.
I need you to listen to me and not interrupt. Do you understand?
Thumbs up. Yeah.
Good. Now look at me. I know you're trying to help, but you need to understand something here. I don't want to leave Alternia.
Okay.
I care about these people, and they deserve better than to suffer under the heel of the fucking Empress. How can I do anything about that from another world?
You got a point. You suppose you really hadn't thought about the implications of what you were proposing. You very wisely decide to keep this pondering to yourself for now.
Truth is, there's a reason I was here. A rebel contact who said that they saw some signs that Gallic's loyalty to the Empire might be wavering. So I was coming here to see what I could find, and then someone dies. And I'm pretty sure it was my contact.
Ah. Yeah, that does seem like a bad thing. Does she think that they got killed because they were discovered?
I have no fucking clue. But I do know that there's something else going on here, and you might actually be able to figure out what.
Sweet!
Take this.
She reaches into her pocket and pulls out her palm husk. And after a few quick taps on the screen, your own palm husk vibrates.
It's the service manual for the airlock controls. Something weird is going on with all that. Check the controls and see if Gallic is willing to give you the access logs.
Sweet.
Plus, it probably wouldn't hurt to search Gallic's respite block and office again and see if there's something else you missed before.
Sweet.
And be careful.
What you think that Tizia is being a little bit hypocritical, given that you just overheard between her and Stelsa, but the key thing is you think this. And you don't say it out loud like an idiot.
Okay. Now we're gonna go inside, and you're gonna be nice to Stealth and reassure her that everything's fine. Okay?
Yes, smile and nod. That's what you gotta do. You get through life. You smile and nod, even though that is exactly what she doesn't want to. That's exactly what she doesn't want to do. But you gotta do it. It sucked a lot, but also there was a certain kind of regularity to how it sucked that's completely gone now.
Hello again. I wish that we could have reunited under better circumstances.
Yeah, you too, Styles. You too. Love the new outfit.
Oh, thank you so much. It's such a nightmare to try and get anything that's not in regulation teal or neutral grey.
Oh, wait. Okay. But doesn't Alternia have rules against wearing the blood color of other castes? You feel like that that's a thing you read somewhere, but you're not for sure. But there's no blood that's this color. There's no pink bloods.
You think there's pink bloods? Like, brilliant hot pink?
Who the fuck knows? Alright. In retrospect, it might... Wait. Carcat! Carcat is candy red. It is a candy red blood. That's literally... I'm pretty sure... Wait, I'm searching up the blood cast. Because there's a specific color. It's not rust. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, because it's technically a lime color, and the lime color was completely, like, destroyed. Lime, I completely forgot that there was lime, and lime was completely, like, killed off. Right? Yeah. Yeah, here it is. Here's the Fireheart's comprehensive hemospectrum chart. That's it. And it's all actual colors. Because there's rust, copper, no, rust, bronze, gold, lime, which is a dead cast, like it was completely eradicated, olive, jade, teal, cobalt, indigo, purple, violet, and fuchsia. There's this chart that has both hive swap and homestuck and hive swap characters, and all of them in the cast. Oh god. And then there's just Vantis, Sea Dwellers. I just realized there's only 4 Sea Dwellers and they're all homestuck. There's none in, Hive Swap. When are we going to meet the duo? The Backpack Man. When are we meeting the Backpack Man? I forgot what fucking cast the Backpack Man is. What's the Backpack Man? I know the person on top of the backpack is Mustard, but who's the backpack? Backpack, 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 backpack. Who has the backpack? I love the Backpack Man. I want to meet the Backpack Man again. Backpack Man. Where is the Backpack Man? I completely forgot who the Backpack Man is. Backpack Man. The backpack. And they're... What? Is it Mate Spread or is it Moirail? I completely forgot. Alright, in retrospect, it might have been a slightly silly thing to ask. How are things going with Tizia's?
Oh, things have been going quite well. We were both a little worried that Ascension might mean the end of our relationship, but both of us were lucky enough to be assigned to the Justitia.
Great! The what now?
The Legiscorpus flagship.
Life isn't so bad up there. We're very busy and don't have much time for reflecting on the unpleasantries of the past.
Which strikes you as a singularly odd way to put it? Well, anything. You nod along, not sure exactly what Stelsa means by it. Do you have any
Oh
ideas?
my goodness, no! That kind of thing is more Zizi's department and not mine. I assume that's what she was talking to you about just now?
Yep. Definitely. We're talking about murder forensics. Stelsa cocks her head to the side and smiles.
Well, honestly, it seems like it's all just some freak accident.
Yes. Is she serious right now? Surely she can't be obviously oblivious to how urgent things are.
It seems to me that there's no actual evidence of a killer or killers, right?
Kind
So
of.
maybe the truth is the simplest explanation, that there was never a killer to begin with.
You might be onto something. Okay. I have Stelsa's statement. Locations. Okay. Let's go to the office first, and let's look at the computer. Crack your knuckles. Time to do some badass hacking shit. You're just the best at hacking. You can hack things. You know how to use a computer. Fuck. You're really not sure how this thing works, and Gallic never gave you the password. It's okay. He seems like he's keeping his important documents in paper form anyways. Maybe there's something else around here in his respite block. Okay. Cat poster. Yeah. Plant. Okay. Who is typing? Who posts? Stelsa. God damn. Okay. Let's go to the nope. Master respite block. Okay. You can't help but wonder how much decor was chosen out of the genuine fondness of the Empire, and how much was just for show to keep up Gallic's appearances with the High Bloods. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much, but the whole "I love the Empress" thing is kind of getting old already. The chair is even more tempting, but you're almost out of here. Surely, once you figured out what to do with Gallic and solve this mystery, you'll be able to rest. That seems reasonable, right? Okay. Already checked. Check that. Digging through Gallic's drawers again, you stumble on a set of papers inside a teal foil folder. At first glance, they look like the same Kismesis contract as you saw before, but on closer examination, you notice that this document has been modified heavily. Oh, I'm rolling on wires. That's not good. Okay. Can't look at the contents. Okay, that's it here. Let's go to the airlock, I guess. Can I do anything? Nothing new? Oh, I could redo this. If you've tried to figure this out without a manual, you would have surely ended in disaster, maybe even your untimely death. But armed with the power of written word, nothing can stop you. You quickly run through the diagnostic settings until you find the last part of the internal records from the controls. From there, it's just a drag and a drop to move the information over to your palm husk to review at your leisure. Yay! Evidence. Maintenance log. Ooh, the amended Kismusitude. Wait. The amended contract looks very similar to the first one you saw, but Gallic has added quite a few handwritten notes and the margins. Reading through, the comments seem to suggest not only did he think he was too harsh in his original contract, but he also had some flushed feelings for Tagora. You're not sure if you would use the word facilitating, Vacillating. Mostly because you're not entirely sure what that means. But it kind of feels vacillating to you. If you remember correctly, the idea of your quadrants being mixed up at all wasn't something that Alternia... No one... Okay. Airlock error code. 1433 Alternian Universal Time. Catastrophic loss of pressure. Error self-corrected. Please manually reset outer doors. Maintenance log. Okay. Okay. So there's that. So, cargo bay. No. What to do now? I'm gonna look it up. I still have it open. Oh. That's right, I have to talk to Gallic for the access logs. So I have to go to the bridge. Talk. I need access. You explained that you've gotten a real killer lead. Okay, bad phrasing there. But the point is that you've got a hunch to chase down and you need Gallic's help to do it.
I suppose. What is it that you need from me, exactly?
Okay, Markiplier, I need access. You need the logs that show who accessed the cargo airlocks in the last couple hours. Gallic expression softens and he nods.
Of course. I can send that information to your palm husk right away.
Sweet. Fuck yeah. You've gathered enough evidence. Oh shit, that's it. Okay, I wanna look at it. Where is it? Maintenance log? No. Airlock access log. Inner doors closed, pressure equalized. Outer doors open, outer doors closed, pressure equalized. Inner note, see console log. System reports a safety lock failure. So I think it was something outside. I'm gonna cheat completely because I'm gonna fuck this up. So press, present toolbox, or manifest. Present the other tool. So I'm gonna do manifest, then the toolbox. Second statement. Okay, I think I got it. So let's start the trial. There's nothing else. You're on your way to the bridge to find Gallic when you hear the familiar sound of Tagore clearing his throat behind you. You turn to see him glaring at you.
Look, if you want to convince Gallic that leaving with you would be a good idea, now's the time to do it. Just make sure he understands that someone's been gunning for him.
I'm not gonna do that. You're pretty sure that no one's gunning for him. In fact, you're pretty sure the murderer wasn't actually a murderer.
Doesn't matter as long as he believes it. Just put on a good show.
No! Wait until the fucking contract is shown. You're not gonna do it. No,
Well,
definitely you're not gonna do it.
keep thinking about it.
Definitely,
Because
I'm not gonna do
I have
it.
a feeling I know where you're going right now.
Where am I going?
Hey, we need to talk real quick. If you're going where I think you are.
Oh god,
You
what?
know that no one was murdered here, right?
Yes.
You know damn well that they weren't murdered. This could be an opportunity.
Hell yeah. To do...
Don't act like that. You're smarter than you let on. It's a chance to shake Gallic's faith in the system.
Hell yeah.
If you can show him the truth of what happened, and how he was willing to kill to support such a flimsy illusion, maybe not a lot, but it's more than nothing. It'll help.
Hell yeah. See, you're not really sure about this. It seems like a big risk. You wouldn't necessarily describe yourself as unwilling to take risks, But you feel like you've really been pushing your luck recently.
Stop it. Can you please consider something bigger than yourself for once?
Fuck yeah, I'm going with Tizia's. I didn't go with Tizia's the first time. I went with Tagora. I don't know why I did that, but I'm going with Tizia's now. Okay. You'll think about it. But you can't make a promise. Gallic is still up on the bridge when you get there, and you're not sure if you're ready for this. You didn't have a choice the last couple times. I'm tired. I'm actually tired. But I'm gonna continue this. I want to finish this volume. This is just volume 1 out of 3. You didn't have a choice the last couple times, but now you're actually going to put your head right in the lion's mouth all on your own. That's a thing, right? Putting your head in the lion's mouth? God, why would anyone do that? For the show!
Is there something I can help you with? I trust your investigation into the murder is proceeding apace.
Reporting for duty. I'm ready to show you that it was a freak accident. You wonder if you would be worth pointing out to Gallic that you're not actually any kind of investigator. It'd probably just complicate things more. Instead, you nod and clear your throat. Yeah, you figured this out. No one is trying to kill anyone. Yes. Thank God there's a choice. Fuck Tagora. No.
What?
No one's trying to kill
What in
you.
the world are you talking about?
No one is trying to kill you. Well, you see, the thing about that is...
No, never mind. Get whoever you need and explain yourself immediately.
Yeah, you can definitely explain your reasoning in extensive detail. You definitely didn't do half of this basically on the fly. This is gonna be great. The music is so good.
Easy, but it's the right thing to do.
Music is so good. Hell yeah. You're not really sure about that. This feels very high risk, low reward kind of thing. And you're not really feeling great about it?
Sometimes the best thing to do isn't the easiest thing to do. So let's do the best thing.
You look at Gallic dead in the eyes. Like that. Look at that fucking smug expression. Look, you say evenly. There never was a murderer on this ship. Because there never was a murder.
That's a very bold thing to say. Do you have any proof of this? Honestly, I don't even know why you're wasting my time like this.
Shut the fuck up.
There was clearly evidence that a murder was committed.
Not at all.
You may dismiss it as paranoia, but you are objectively incorrect.
You are extremely paranoid.
This isn't going to be easy. He's convinced that someone tried to kill him. You aren't going to be able to break that down all at once.
You shoot Tizia a pleading look. She wouldn't happen to know how you're going to break that down. She shrugs.
A little bit at a time. Start by introducing doubt, and pry things open from there.
Okay, so I press the second one? Yeah, the second statement. Objection! But wait, you know that things are a lot more complicated than that. You point out that it's hardly a definitively established fact that anyone was even murdered. Gallic laughs at you.
This is utterly ridiculous. What's gotten into you? Everyone here is in agreement that someone committed a murder.
What? Toolbox manifest. But look at this list!
Take that!
You've got it! Show him the list!
I knew this was a waste of my time. I have important matters to attend to.
Wait, what? That was wrong? Wait. Oh, wait. Wait, what? open toolbox.
I knew this was a waste of
Wait, what? I'm so confused. It says, in round 1, press Gallic on the second statement. Present the open toolbox. I'm on the second statement. Is that wrong? Yeah, it's missing the blade knife. Wait. Oh, that's so. Wait, no, I am in Salvation. Or am I in Revolution? No, I'm on Salvation. I'm on the Salvation run. I'm so confused. Am I actually on the Revolution run? So is it supposed to be Stelsa statement? Hold on. Oh! Apparently I'm on Revolution. I'm on Revolutionary Revolution Radio. Operation No Control. You don't.
I don't know if I trust the word of someone with little to no investigative training.
He says it, but there's doubt in his voice.
Okay, off to a good start. You broke his momentum, but you need to keep pushing.
The fucking forums. Momentum. That's just funny. Momentum takes up like half of the fucking text bubble. You're not sure exactly how to do that, but you don't get a chance to really figure it out either because Gallic interrupts your train of thought.
You, Legis Lacerator, you were there by the airlock.
Wow, no fucking name. Wow, I see how it is.
Yeah?
You are hereby required to testify what you know about the case immediately.
You shit lord.
Shut up. I'll do it, okay?
Sweet. 2. Go!
Yeah, I investigated the crime scene.
Sweet. Second statement. The blood.
A few things that just didn't really add up. Not that anyone's asking me for my opinion.
Really wish you could talk to Tizias, but there's no way to get. Oh fuck! I just stopped living for a second. You really wish you could talk to Tizias, but there's no way to get the message to her with Gallic standing right there, especially given the whole supporting the rebellion thing that you've kind of got going on here. Oh, it's because I went with Tizia's choice. That's why it's now Revolution. Okay. But you think... Wait. So this is... I didn't choose the Revolution in the prologue, but I think it's fine. You think you could tease this one out? Oh, I didn't save it! Fuck. I didn't save it. I should have saved it to see what the other one was. Fuck! You look at and she nods slightly. Okay, so there's something in there. Something she's saying that's designed to lead you down the path you need to go. Okay, so it's the second one. Press. Wait. You know that things are a lot more complicated than that. What kind of things did you notice? You tighten up your fingers and assume your most lawyerly stance.
Well, why don't you tell me? You were there too. What was something that really stood out to you?
the blood. Just enough for you to notice.
Anyone who knows anything can see that blood doesn't make sense for a murder.
Yeah. And now... manifest. Wait, present the blood on the floor. And then the blood on the airlock. Blood on the floor. Dance. Blood on the dance floor. We're not gonna talk about that. Oh yeah, well you got this. To consider. Tizzy has a little smile, yay! But not enough to give away the whole game.
You noticed it too, didn't you? And where would all that blood lead?
To the airlock!
Exactly. But why was all the blood there? What happened to create such a strange pattern in the first place?
The airlock error code, right? Airlock error code? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm a genius. I did that all by myself. You can't believe you didn't see this ridiculously contrived circumstances leading to the maintenance worker's death before. They're so simple. That doesn't really feel like the right word here. But the point is, you understand what happened now.
Objection!
Oh,
This is
motherfucker,
absurd on the very
Markiplier.
face. What does this single fact mean in isolation? I insist that you stop leading the witness immediately.
Present either open toolbox manifest. Okay, so I'm gonna manifest and then the other one. The error code. She's kind of leading you, but...
It doesn't matter. The point is that you have nothing that connects what you just showed us with the murder that you're now claiming was some kind of freak accident.
Sure. But they know why that error log was important. Because it wasn't just the airlock decompressing, was it?
Yeah, it was the fucking toolbox manifest.
Now you're seeing the picture. Airlock opens, knife pops out, cuts our victim's neck, sprays blood all over. So, what happened last? What was that last thing they did that made this all so confusing?
The error code. Right? It's self-corrected. It's self-corrected, so...
You really think so? Huh?
Wait, what? Wait, it said the error code. Error log. Oh, then present the other piece of evidence of these two when Gallic objects. Oh, the bloody handprint. Duh, bloody handprint. Frowning, he looks down at his feet, frowning heavily. You can practically see the wheels turning, and he goes over what he just heard.
Am I done now?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Ah, the third bit. Okay. I'm stupid.
I just can't understand how I could be so disconnected from reality.
First statement, and then it's the Kismisitude agreement.
But you're telling me, showing me, that there's no way that this could have been a murder. What am I even supposed to do about this?
Shit. He's so close to getting it, but he's so fucking stubborn.
You're not wrong. Yeah, he's stubborn. That's one adjective you use to describe this fucker. Very willing to execute people over nothing, but that's kind of a mouthful.
Keep your shit together. There's something in here we can push him on. That last bit over the edge.
Okay, but is that really it? There must be some reason for him to think that someone was out to kill him. After all, the last time you talked to Gallic, he seemed so reasonable. So what reason would he have to think that anyone would target him specifically? Surely, there was something he was doing that maybe he thought someone would disapprove of, at the point of wanting him dead.
What reason did I have to think that someone would kill me on my own ship?
The amended Kismisitude. Fortunately, you got one more thing to show.
Of course. The answer was there all along. Why would I think that anyone would want to kill me? Because the Empire doesn't have any tolerance for deviation. And look at me. Even back when we first met, I was hardly the perfect model of Alternian society.
Well, I mean, he did act kind of like he had a gigantic stick up his ass all the time, so...
And yes, I'll admit that I'd been experiencing a certain degree of red feelings for Tagora.
Whether or not these feelings might extend to the degree which would be considered vacillation, not facilitation, vacillation, is perhaps left up to interpretation. But I think the point stands that they are outside the typically accepted parameters of someone in my position in the Empire. Honestly, Gallic looks like he's about to cry. Gallic frowns heavily and looks around the bridge as if he's finally seeing it for the first time. He bends over and presses his fingers to the bridge of his nose, groaning audibly.
I believe that I owe you an apology, my friend.
You opened my eyes. We did
You
it.
went far above
Haha,
and
he's in
beyond
the
any
background.
duty
Fuck
you had
you.
to anyone. And in doing so, you revealed the truth behind this whole messy business.
Hell yeah.
If there's anything that I can do to repay you, please let me know.
You're good, man. Well, there is this one thing. You're not sure exactly how, but you seem to have found yourself in a bit of a sticky situation where you're on the Empire's call lists for something. No big deal, it's whatever, but it would be nice not to be on one of those anymore.
I suppose I could do something about that, yes.
Extortion! He pulls out his palm husk and makes a few quick notes. After a few seconds, your own palm husk vibrates
I
quietly.
believe you've given me a lot to think over. I need to go lie down in my quarters for a while to compose myself.
What? Triza. Triza's the only other, and we haven't even seen her yet. She's 1 billion followers. They're all bots. I guess alien invasion of 1 is okay, but I got my eye on you. #loyalty. What's the alert? Recent intelligence is no longer a threat to the Empire. Returning are greatly exaggerated. Please update your kill lists. Ardata. Malik! They'll tell you that things are normal, that everything is fine. They're fucking liars. Tagora. Processes his guilt. I believe that, okay, wait, I have to read these. Specifically with regards to my position within the overall Alternian hierarchy and what that implies both for myself and specifically and society at large. This is not a euphemism for anything. I am exhausted. This is not I feel that. I like that. I like that.
Once again, thank you.
Well, it's been fun, but I'm going to go make sure my kismesis is okay.
Are you sure it's your kismesis? You begin to hand Tagora back his palm husk when he stops you with a shake of his head.
Keep it. I've got tons of them. Anyway, off I go.
Not so fast, Tagora.
Oh, fuck. Tagora freezes in place and turns to look at Stelsa.
You've been dodging out of doing any of your own work for a peregrine now. I'm done with it.
Ooh.
You're coming back with us to the Justitia, and there's nothing you can say to get out of it.
Shit. Tagora sighs and his shoulders slump.
Fine. Let me go pack some things, and we can leave.
Zizi, I'll go pack our bags. And you, I never did catch your name, actually.
I'm Mispo Reader. It's okay. Your name is an unknowable construct of the specific instance narrative framework. Salsa stares at you and you shake your head. Why did you just say that?
Okay, well, you're welcome to come with us until you can figure things out. Eustacia is the Teal home ship. Zizi and I have been living there since we passed our ordeals.
Cool. She pecks Tizzy on the cheek with a quick kiss and leaves, presumably to go pack. So, neat. If you're going to the Teal ship, maybe you'll run into Tigiri, or Tizia's face falls.
No, I don't really want to talk about him right now, okay?
Oh god. Isn't Tigiri... Tigiri's the fucking JoJo stan! Fuck, I forgot about him! I'm glad I did! She leans in closer and nods at you.
By the way, thank you. Thanks for not giving away what I've been up to.
No problem. Of course. Oh, of course not. You have no idea why you would even do something so unthinkably stupid. But also, maybe she does need to tell Stelsa what she's been involved with. You don't think that her mate spirit would turn her in either.
Probably not, but she also wouldn't understand. And she'd worry about me constantly, and I don't know if I'm ready for how any of that would play out.
I feel you. I got you, man. Okay, well, maybe you can talk about it later.
Sure, let's go with that.
Great! Well, in any case, you're excited to head over to the Eustacia, and probably run into more of your friends, or maybe make new friends. Actually, you're not so sure that the last bit there should be your priority anymore. Yeah, better focus on helping out the friends you already have, and you nod to Tizia's, and you let her know that you'd be happy to come with her until you can at least figure out what the fuck is up with your powers.
Good. Just be careful. Things are a lot different than they were.
Oh, really? Look at these fuckers. Look at these fuckers. Reluctantly agreed to make Alternia isn't always the best. That maybe Alternia isn't always the best. Frosty Mac, you make good music. I love him. Or them. I don't know who it is. That's the first time I've ever seen their name. And I love them already. Because the music is just so... Yes. Save it over this. Actually, don't. No. Save it over this one. So, these don't matter, actually. Okay. Main menu. No. Close menu. A thinly veiled secret. I kind of want to start it. I kind of just want to start it. I'll start it. This is our depiction and discussion of state/institutional violence action sequences. Okay. You sink into your seat and take in your surroundings as the small transport ship you're currently on leaves the port of Galax ship yacht. Space yacht. Who texted? Who tweeted? Tizia's. More! Goddamn. It's probably, yeah, it's more by Tizia's. Talk to your Moirail. Who's our Moirail? Oh yeah, the teenager with angst. You know you've only just arrived back on Alternia, but this is the first time you've really had to relax since your return. No weddings to attend, no dead bodies to discover, no trials to legislate. Just you, the whir of the engines, and your 3 good friends relaxing in their own seats. However, You still have a mission. A mission to help your friends survive the Empire. As much as you want to lie down and rest, you think it would be a good idea to chat with your friends for a bit. If only to scope out the general mood. Okay. Tagora's annoying. Tizzy's and Stelsa, they're coupley annoying. We're gonna talk to Tagora. They're still having a moment after the trial. So you go over to chat with your good friend Gorgor. You give him a little wave, and he looks up from his filing his nails. Oh, this
Bored
motherfucker.
already? You do know this is a 3-hour flight, right?
3-hour flight? God damn, I should have just taken a nap. You do. You just wanted to chat a little.
Well, you know me. Every minute with me is another kager in my pocket.
You're an ass. Imagine having to pay your friends to hang out with them. Aw, man. Can we not do this today? You just saved his ass from being shot by his cosmesis on the day of his hate wedding. Call that a shotgun wedding.
I kid. You can talk to me however long you want, free of charge.
I don't believe you with your crooked ass nose.
I owe you at least that much for convincing Galak to leave that awful job of his.
Oh, he's actually fucking quitting? Shit. Oops.
What did you want to ask?
I don't know. Why is he coming back about his job? About the ship. You know what? Let's ask about the ship. You look around the ship. You're all in plush seats, complimentary breakfast, a load gaper. Why do you say a load gaper? You could just say a fucking bathroom. It's like you're flying first class here. You asked Tagora why Galak just happened to have a first class transport ship lying around in a space yacht.
Are you hearing what you're saying? Of course he has top quality transport ships to go with his top quality space yacht.
You got a point.
What, do you think they pay him pennies over an AIS?
You see Tagora's face fall.
Pennies that he won't be making soon enough.
Fuck. Oopsie! Tagora takes a moment to think about something. He looks visibly distressed. You prod him a bit, hoping you can calm him down.
I may have miscalculated when I agreed to go off the grid with Galak.
But why can't he, even though he could be a secret agent and help the resistance and be the inside man? That's the smart way to do it. Why is he just quitting? Oh wait, no. That is kind of in Galak's, like, character. He's not espionage. He's too much of a worry willy. A nervous Nancy, if you will. A nervous Nelly. Fuck. Nervous Nancy. He is a nervous Nelly, so makes sense why he wouldn't do espionage.
Even if Legis Corpus is worse than I anticipated, I have become accustomed to a certain standard of living.
Bruh. He's a sugar baby. Galak was a sugar daddy. God damn it.
A standard of living that has been partially subsidized by my cosmesis.
Now you're gonna rent a 1-bedroom apartment in somebody's basement. Getting groceries every 3 weeks. In between paychecks. Fuck you. Rich boy. No swag.
I'm going to have to put twice as much into my side hustles. Maybe I can start selling my burner husk to Tizzy's rebel contacts. I know she has them. She's not subtle about it.
Whoa. Slow down with the whole girl boss stick. Galak's always been loaded, right? Even on Eternia, he had like the huge jerk-off book hive. The money for that had to come from somewhere. Is that just from being a higher blood caste?
Yes. But that can't last forever. I'll just find another way. I wonder if there's anyone I can swindle on the Eustacia before I leave for good.
Tagora's staring off into space and tapping his chin, head clearly in the money zone. Mabim Bam, My brother and me, money zone. You probably won't be able to snap him out of this one. Why is he coming back? Why is he coming back? He's planning on leaving his job as a lister, right? Why is he bothered to come back to the Justitia?
1, not a legislacerator. 2, I wish I wasn't. Stills is making me come back and collect the paperwork she promised she'd do.
She didn't promise. Is he in a group project or something? Is this high school?
No, definitely not. We're not even in the same department. Stelza just sometimes offers to do the more obnoxious busy work I'm burdened with.
So, Stelza is an audit terrorizer, which is an auditor, basically. Same fucking thing. Legislator is just a lawyer. Prosecutor. Okay. He just makes shit up.
To tell the truth, I'm not sure why she does it. Maybe she finds it fun or something.
That's cross-craft.
She says I look stressed when I have too much paperwork, so she takes it off my hands.
Because you don't want to get your pretty little nails dirty.
Anyway, even if it's
Smiling
technically
as
my
nails,
work,
though.
she promised she'd do it. And now she's going back on that promise.
This prissy little twink, I swear.
So I have to go back and collect what I gave her.
You wonder why Stelsa would offer to take on the extra burden in the first place. Either way, if it's a matter of being stressed, Stelsa's probably pretty stressed after that trial, right? You tell Tagora he should give her a break for once, especially since it's not even her work.
I guess. It's an inconvenience, but it's not one I can't handle.
Yeah, let's talk about your job. He wasn't a legislator. He wasn't in a legislature. You thought Tealbot's trained to be legislators.
Of course not. No. We all trained to be in the Legis Corpus.
But there's multiple jobs in the Legis Corpus.
Legislators are just one branch of the legal system. Well, more like one branch cleaved in two, but you get the point. I have nothing to do with that branch. Like I told you before, I'm a showmaster.
You're a prosecutor. That doesn't sound very lawyery. More like a job you find in a theater.
Nothing is more theatrical than law.
You got that right. You got that right after the fucking Heard Depp trial. Jesus Christ.
Trial development is all about putting on a good show.
It literally felt like a fucking reality show. Goddamn Kardashians.
The kind of trial you just held with Gallic is kind of unheard of around here. In most cases, if you're put on trial, you'll be executed then and there.
Yeah, it's called a defense. The secret third part that the Empire doesn't want you to know about. The defense. Ouch. You're glad Gallic's ship wasn't an actual courtroom.
I would have been dead for sure. Yeah. Trials tend to be reserved for the really big crimes. Things like high-level treason, murdering high-bloods, and crimes in that vein.
I did that! In Hypestallback 2, you have to kill the fucking twins, and it sucks. Oh, it sucks. You have to kill the twins. It's the worst part of that entire fucking game. That you have to kill like the best characters, and I got really sad. When I played it like months ago, I got really sad.
And yes, attempted assassination of a member of the Alternian Intelligence Service would be a trial offense.
Oh wow. So how would the legal system... I can't stop yawning. I will have to end the stream soon, but I want to know, how would the actual legal system on Alternia have done with that trial?
Well, as a showmaster, I've thought a lot about how I would have designed my own trial/execution.
Wow, this sounds like Danganronpa.
The whole incident caused Gallic a ton of paranoia, right? Well, I would center the execution around paranoia. After the verdict, which takes 2 seconds and doesn't matter, I would put myself in a box made of one-way glass. The audience could see my reactions, but I can't see what's happening around me.
Wow.
Then, the sounds are funneled in. I wouldn't know what method of execution is planned, so every time I hear a sound, I'd be on edge. The growl of beasts, the sharpening of swords, the spark of flamethrowers.
No, that's actually cool.
The audience would watch me squirm until they start getting bored, when finally they simply send someone in to slit my throat.
That's a bit unimaginative. You could, like, get it to the point where you get so paranoid you just kill yourself. Like, that's a viable choice, but otherwise, death by insanity. Imagine your brain fucking combusts. But this guy was just like, yeah, what if I get trapped in a one-way house of mirrors, a one-by-one house of mirrors, and I freaked myself the fuck out.
Maybe a little more intentionally than the poor bastard in the airlock. You get the idea.
Holy shit, that's brutal. Planning these showy executions is what he does for a living?
Well, it's no ambulance
So cool.
chasing, but at least it's exciting. I'd never be able to do what Tizius or Stelsa do. Their jobs sound insufferable.
Are there ambulances on... Is that just a... I know what that means. But is that, like, just fucking... a phrase? Is that just a phrase? Or is that their actual terminology? Do they have ambulances on Alternia? And they call it an ambulance. They don't call it a wheelie fucker.
You'll have to ask them about it, though. They'd probably beg to differ.
You tell Tagora you're probably going to explore the ship a little bit. See what fun surprises Gallic may have built into this.
I guarantee you there are no surprises, but have fun, I suppose.
He nonchalantly takes his nail file and goes back to grinding his claws to a fine point as you step away. Sweet. Now let's see who the fuck texts Malik. The fire roars larger with every single day. This is the sound of the future. Talk to Tizius and Stelsa. You walk to the other side of the room to find Tizius and Stelsa sitting together. Tizius' head on Stelsa's shoulder, their fingers intertwined in their laps. Stelsa seems to have a death grip on Tizius' hand, but she doesn't seem to mind. Can I get this picture? Please. I love these characters. Please. Please. Just show me this exact image. You described it. I want it as a picture. Thank you. Stelsa immediately perks up when she sees you coming. God damn you.
Well, if it isn't the newest and best legislator in the Alternian Empire.
You see, I like how Stelsa is actually playful. Thank you. You point to yourself? You don't know about anything about that. You just put some puzzle pieces together.
Nonsense. I couldn't have done a better job myself.
You couldn't have done a better job yourself because it's not your department. Thanks for figuring that out back there, though. You really helped me out. In more ways than one.
Hell yeah. Why are you all blurry? She's all blurry. Step into the sunlight. Aw, of course. You just want to help out. What is this Pizzeria Simulator ass music? This sounds like from FNAF Pizzeria Simulator. Which is now real? You can now own a fucking franchise of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, which is fucking horrifying. Because if I know that fandom, if I know the people who enjoy, some shit's about to happen. Actual murders are about to go down. Oh, you could just assume. You don't even need proof. Like here, you could just assume. That's what you're here to do. Be helpful. Speaking about being helpful, you ask about whether or not the two of them, have thought about your oh so very helpful offer you mentioned earlier.
The alternate universe thing?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. You beam at the two of them, bouncing on your heels a little
We're
bit.
not.
Oh, Zizi, I think we should consider it. Can you imagine? We'd be living in a place where nobody is breathing down our necks.
Just think
No
about
more
it.
random hive stem drone checks. No more threat of death for not filling our work quotas. No more having our online data tracked.
Well, that last one definitely happens in the other timeline. Though it's more so you can get eerily specific targeted ads.
Well, that still sounds better than the knife that's hanging over our throats now.
Stills, you can't be serious.
It's just
Why
a thought.
wouldn't I be? I'm surprised you're not more excited about the prospect of leaving.
We have things to do. People we can't leave. You're not really gonna abandon Tagora like that, are you?
I'm down to go. He's down to go if Gallic's down to go, and I think Gallic is down to go.
I'll be right back.
Tizia takes her palm husk out of her pocket and starts furiously typing. She moves a couple seats away, completely shutting the two of you out.
I'm so sorry you had to see that. I don't know what's gotten into her. I'm sure she'll be back soon. Anyway, how are you holding up after the trial? What's on your mind?
I'm curious about you. You remember Tizia saying something that she's not a legislator? Frederator? You ask her what she does then.
I'm an order terrorizer, of course.
You're an auditor.
I probably could have gone down the legislacerator track if I wanted to, but it can be so unpredictable. Order terrorizing is much more consistent.
Yeah, auditing is. What does that mean, though?
Oh, of course. Why should I assume you already know? We handle the internal affairs of Legis Corpus. Presenting elaborate show trials isn't easy, and if the other branches are left to have free reign, the delicate balance of organization goes out the window.
Makes sense.
Half my job is just convincing the show masters to scale back on their special effects. That's how I started getting really close with Tagora, actually. I had to talk him down from flooding the entire courtroom and filling it with sharks.
No, I want to see that. I want that. I want to see that.
He was insistent that it was the only animal execution he could do for the crime of impersonating a sea dweller.
That makes sense. That's intense, but yeah, probably really messy.
Oh, tell me about it. The amount of paperwork to properly get even one shark shipped to the Justicia is ridiculous, let alone a room full of them. Aside from wrangling the showmasters, it's really mostly paperwork. It's not interesting, of course, but it's predictable, and that's all I can ask for.
You like order. About Tizia's. You asked if Tizia's has seemed more on edge lately, or if that's just how she is.
Just how she... No, of course not. You just popped in on us during a stressful situation.
She seems so resistant to your plan, though.
I do get where she's coming from. She's got her Moirail, Daria. Do you know her?
Oh yeah, I set them up. I put them together.
Oh, such a good matchmaker. Maybe you can work your magic and get me a Moirail.
You want a best friend.
But I can't blame Zizi for her reaction. It's already so hard to be separated from the ones you love through Ascension. Being separated across dimensions would be even harder.
True.
We're so lucky that we were both assigned to the Justicia. I can't imagine what it would be like if we had been split up for good.
Wait, the Justicia isn't just where all teals are sent away when they reach adulthood?
Of course not. Can you imagine one ship with every teal in the galaxy on it?
You drive a good point.
No, the Justicia is just the Legis Corpus flagship. We handle the general organization of the legal system, as well as the largest trials.
Okay, so you're like you're the main, and then there's other like smaller offices, kind of like the post office. Cool.
There are dozens of lower-level ships that deal with much lower stakes jobs, like contracts and high-blood property disputes. Not to mention the thousands of Enforcement Division legislators spread across the galaxy. Placement is all based off test scores. If Zizi and I hadn't placed so high, we might have had to... I don't want to think about the horrible could-have-beens. I'm just grateful we get to live out our ascension together.
Aw, cuties. What about Tagora? How did Tagora cheated? You asked why she's been helping Tagora with paperwork. Isn't that his job?
He hates busy work so much, I just thought I could take some of it off his hands. I do get through it pretty quickly after all.
Sick. Well, she clearly didn't want to do it forever, right? Isn't that why she's asking him to take it back?
Well, yes, but you see, do you ever look at a person and think, I could really help him?
As a matter of fact, you do. That's a huge part of the whole friend compulsion shtick you've got going on. You don't think that was normal, though. You didn't think that was normal, though.
Well, that's what I feel when I look at Tagora. He's so easily stressed out, and I know I could be there for him if he wants me to be.
So you Moirail. You're blushing. Moirail. You want to help him. That's a Moirail. You want to be Moirails with him. And it makes the most sense.
So, I take his extra paperwork when I have the time and energy.
That's your Moira. So, Tagora is your Moirail. You're literally just explaining a friendship.
But
your best
I
friendship.
do not have the energy right now. Also, it does not seem fair for me to finish at the last of his work before he goes off the grid forever.
Smart. It looks like Stelsa cares about Tagora a lot. Maybe you and Tizias could join him off the grid. If he could drop everything and hide in space with Gallic, what's stopping you two?
Oh no, that's far too dangerous. The Eustacia may be no paradise, but it's always safer to keep your head down and do the work assigned to you.
Point. You notice that Tizia is still a couple seats down, tapping away and ignoring her mate Sprit. You really want to find out what's up with her. You tell Celsa you'll be back in a minute.
Take your time.
Oh. You took a weird break. You walk over to Tizia's and give her a light tap on the shoulder. She nearly jumps 2 feet in the air, immediately stashes her palm husk away.
What the fuck? Can't you see I'm busy?
Hey, fuck? You just wanted to talk. She seemed so agitated.
Of course I'm agitated. I was nearly shot earlier today.
Okay, you got a
And
point.
now you won't stop bothering me while I'm trying to get important work done.
Sorry. How are you getting work done without a husk top?
I'm just talking to some people.
Is it Daria? Can you say hi for me?
It's not Daria.
Daria, fuck off. Tizias takes a deep breath and clutches the bridge of her nose.
Can we talk about this later? Sometime when we're not in such close quarters?
I get it. You get it. You still want to talk, though. You really haven't gotten much of a chance to catch up with her.
Fine. What do you want to ask?
About her job. You're a lesser You're a matador, right? You thought all teal bloods grow up to be legislators, but apparently some aren't. Now you're even more confused by the troll legal system. Tizia laughs.
Yes, I'm a legislator. What made you think we all were?
I don't know. It's the only troll legal word that you remember being tossed around. You don't even remember the legal systems on Earth. You can't be expected to remember all the Alternian terms, too.
Honestly, I can barely keep them straight myself. Makes sense that Legis Lacerator is the only title you remember, though. For a while, we were all there was.
Yeah.
Hundreds of sweeps ago, before the adults were sent off planet, Legis Lacerators did it all. We did the research, caught the criminals, presented the trial. We were an all-in-one law machine.
And then you expanded. That sounds like a lot to handle at once. You're glad Tizius isn't saddled with that kind of expectation now.
Well, things were a whole lot less complicated before Alternian colonization really took off. For one, all trials were his honorable tyranny-based trials.
You tell your head confused.
The giant monster trials. All you had to do was catch the criminal, say why they're guilty, and let the monster eat their head.
Makes sense.
Once we spread out into space, it got harder to make sure there were enough monsters spread across the galaxy, so Teal started to specialize in making interesting show trials in lieu of his honorable tyranny. That's when the showmasters became a thing, and with them came the auto-terrorizers to keep logistics in check.
So, does that mean Tizius catches criminals? You can't picture her being a cop. There is a troll cops, though. There is this thing called troll cops. Troll cops is funny. Especially if she was allowed to choose a track.
Oh, of course not. I'm an investigative Legis Lacerator. Around the beginning of colonization, it became pretty clear that some Legis Lacerators were better at actually tracking down and catching the suspects, while others were better at collecting and presenting evidence.
Sweet.
So, the branch split into the investigative division and the enforcement division, but both kept the title Legis Lacerator because it was so historically recognizable.
Makes sense. So that means she's like a detective and a lawyer wrapped into one. You ask if she's done any exciting trials where she's brought some nasty criminals to justice.
Oh, I haven't actually presented any trials yet.
Ah, shit.
I'm a neophyte, which means I'm basically a research assistant to one of the senior Legis Lacerators. They're the ones that collect evidence on site and present the trial.
So you are she's a paralegal. I searched it up. She's a paralegal.
I just comb the archives for anything that can make the troll on trial look even more guilty. It's not a bad deal, honestly. I get unrestricted access to the Empire's legal records, which is kind of a gold mine.
A gold mine? You ask why legal records are important. She stiffens and side glances at Stelsa's direction.
It's nothing. They're just super useful for work.
Alright, you've pried too far. You decide to change the subject. About Stelsa. Maybe it was sure lucky that Tizia got to stay with Stelsa post-ascension. You don't know where the two of them would be if they didn't have each other.
We almost were separated, actually.
Oh shit.
Our ascension placement is completely based on our cruelest bar test scores. We both aced the exam, of course, but Stelsa's scores got mixed up with someone who didn't do so well.
Oh shit. Oh no! What happens to troll who don't do
The
well?
ones who fail, instantly cold. Thank fuck her scores were swapped with someone who just did okay. But for a couple weeks, we thought she was going to be stationed doing paperwork on a low-level fleet ship. We started to say our goodbyes and everything. It was...
Tizius takes a breath, shuddering at the
If we
memory.
had been separated, that would have been it. I probably would have deserted or something. The real test scores were found before we actually went off planet. I don't know how I would survive on the Justitia without Stels. She's really the only thing that keeps me grounded.
Yeah, she would probably actually done murder if Stelsa wasn't there. Aww, you're really glad that you have each other. Tizia looks over at Stelsa and sighs lovingly. How about Daria? You know Tizia hasn't seen Daria since Ascension, but you've got to know how she is. You need to know that their Moralens first began. Tizia looks a bit pissed off at the mention, but softens a bit as you ask about the start of their relationship.
After you introduced us, we started meeting at a cafe by the school feed pretty frequently. She was so angry, and I knew I could help her redirect that kind of anger toward the right things. I guess I saw her as a project at first. That's pretty fucking awful, not that I say it out loud, but it's kind of true. But pretty soon, it became clear that Daria was helping me too. I can get pretty overwhelmed when I look at the state of the Empire, but she helped me see past the smoke and actually get up and do something.
Hell yeah.
She knows people. She might have been an angsty little shit, but she's really good with people. And she got me in contact with other trolls who had the same fire inside them. We started going to concerts together. We were even in a band for a bit.
Tizia plays music? You would never guessed. What did she play?
Really bad bass. The whole thing was Daria's idea, and we only did a few gigs, but it was still fun.
She's a bass player. You could see it.
We were basically inseparable for like a sweep.
Shit.
I don't think there was a day where we made it official, not like there was with me and Stealth. We just started calling each other Moirael at some point because it just made sense. God, I miss her so much.
Wow, they sounded like they were close. You're so glad you introduced them to each other. It sucked that Ascension had to separate them. It sucks that Ascension separated her from her whole network of friends. Wait, these people don't— Ow! Tizia gives you a sharp kick in the shin to shut you up. Alright, you'll shut up, jeez. You look over your shoulder at Stelsa, still sitting alone and minding her business. Tizia takes a peep too.
I guess I should go back over there. Apologize for leaving so abruptly and all that.
Tizzy moves back over to Stelsa and lays her head on her shoulder. She smiles. You smile. No matter what bullshit either of them have going on, they always seem to have each other. Adorable. After a surprisingly long journey, you hear a beep and an automated message. The shuttle will be leaving at the Estisha in 5 minutes. Oh, landing at the Estisha in 5 minutes. Please do not leave your seats. You peer out the window by your seat and watch as the spacecraft pulls up to an enormous spaceship, large enough to hold an entire civilization. If you hold your head at just the right angle, you could see the shadow of Eternia looming beyond the edge of the Estisha. You made it. The rest of your friends are in reach. The shuttle pulls you into a port, and you see your first glimpse of the interior of the Estisha. The walls are standard Alternian purple you're familiar with, embellished with teal cyberpunky decorations. Yep, this is a teal ship.
Well, here we are.
Home at last. Oh, I can't wait to hop in the shower when we get to the apartment block.
She used the word shower.
God, I know.
Hey, Gallic gave you the best wedding accommodations you two will probably ever live to see, and that lack of a shower saved your ass.
I'm glad they're using shower and not ablution block.
I know,
Ablution
I know.
was the worst
Come on,
word.
let's go home.
The three of them lead you down a series of labyrinth hallways. Just rows after rows of huge windows staring into space and mysterious unlabeled doors that could lead to anywhere. You have no idea how did they navigate anywhere in this place. It's like a haunted college English department had a baby with a robotic corn maze. Okay.
You're probably going to want to stick by us as long as you're here.
Makes sense. So you don't get lost forever?
Lost? What are you talking about? This is one of the easiest ships to navigate.
I don't believe you.
No, it's because you're a cullable offense.
How? I thought I got off the call
Just
list.
because the Empire isn't actively looking for you doesn't mean they won't feed you to the beast the second someone notices a strange, pasty white alien on an authorized Legis Corpus ship.
Shit, you right. You gulp and put up your hood. Pulling the strings tight. You normally fall back on your innate friendship magnetism if you ever got into this, if you ever got into a situation like that, but you remember that that was all a lie. You're not under any scratch manipulation spell anymore, and you're all out of powers. The four of you stop at a pair of identical doors, with one with Tagora's symbol on the door, and the other with Tizia's and Stelsa's side by side.
Well, it was an honor. I hope you two like drowning in busy work for the rest of your lives.
Tagora slips into his apartment with a dramatic flourish and slams the door behind him. Tizia sighs and unlocks her own apartment door. Ah, cool. You step inside. Wow, it's fucking big.
Isn't it lovely? Zizi and I were so lucky to have gotten one of the quadrant suites.
Cool. Looks like a home. You step inside to take a better look around. Tizia tosses her stuff onto the couch or lounge plank. One day you'll make a dictionary of all these stupid words. Stelsa starts to take off her shoes when she catches a glimpse of the calendar.
Zizi? Is it really the 24th of 8th perigee?
So it's the 8th month of the year. It's 20.
Yep. Why'd
24th.
you ask?
I can't believe I forgot. I'll be right back.
Oh, is it their anniversary? Small candle in a glass container with a black leather-bound book with her symbol on the cover. You ask what she's doing with all that.
Oh, this is a yahrzeit candle. You burn it for a full day cycle on the anniversary of a loved one's death, to honor and to remember them.
Ah, who the fuck died?
Lucis passed 3 sweeps ago today.
Oh shit. No, not the Lucius. Oh no. Stelsa opens the books and points at an illustrated page.
I was supposed to light the candle at sunup, but with the wedding and trial and everything, it just slipped my mind. I'm sure that's fine though. It's not like night and day mean much in space anyway.
Point. Stelsa lights the candle and stares at into the flame.
I miss you every day.
That's sad. You take a peek at the open journal and wow, this is gorgeous. This is one of those fancy aesthetic bullet journals, isn't it?
It certainly is. I didn't make it though. It belonged to my ancestor. Tyrona gave it to me shortly before I ascended.
Tyrona!
She found it in the contraband locker of all places. Isn't that crazy?
Why would it be in that? Wait, who's her ancestor? Who is her ancestor? The contraband locker at their law school? That's a little weird. You ask if you could take a
Oh,
peek.
of course. Let me show you some of...
I hate to interrupt your catch-up session, but it looks like our favorite show is on.
Favorite show? But Tizia, you try to ask, but Tizia puts a finger on her lips. To her lips. You faintly, through the wall, you hear... you hear what sounds like Tagora screaming to himself. Tizia runs over to the wall and presses an ear against it while Stelsa shakes her head in disapproval.
Zizi, that's awful.
What can I say? He's fucking hilarious when he gets mad.
You get closer to the wall, not pressing yourself against it like Tizia's, but close enough to make the words out.
Dare you?
Oh, fuck.
I'm your husband. How could you do this to me? And right before our honeymoon, no less.
Oh, fuck. Tizia has a shit-eating grin on her face, barely stifling laughter. Stelsa is still across the room, but you can tell she's curious.
Come on, you know you want to hear this juicy shit. It sounds like Gallic is cutting him off financially or something.
Oh, fuck.
No, not the coffee. Anything but the coffee.
That man is a homosexual.
Oh, fine.
She presses her ear against the wall next to Tizia, the two of them sharing chuckles as Tagora continues to rant. Damn it, no more! Urgh! After a while, Stelsa's face falls. She pulls away from the wall and heads towards the door.
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna check on him really quick.
Moy rails.
You know he's gonna be fine. He gets in a phone fight like twice a week.
I just want to make sure.
She bolts out of the door while Tizia walks away from the wall and plops down the couch.
I'm gonna miss that little shit when he's gone. Not as much as Stealth will, though. That pale crush she's got is intense.
Oh, she wants to be more. That's what I've been fucking saying. That explains the paperwork.
Yep. It's honestly kind of cute.
Tizia sighs. No fucking wonder she's like, matchmaker, make me a match. Give me a pail. Fucking shit. Fuck. Damn it. I lost it. I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make a really good joke, and then I lost it. Damn it.
Sorry about shutting down your plan back there. I know Stelsa is interested in leaving. She might even be interested enough to leave me behind.
No, she wouldn't. She would not leave unless you would come with.
As much as I'd love to live in your utopic locked timeline with her, you know why I can't do that. But I can't let you take her from me either. So the best thing I can do is try to make her forget about it.
You say nothing. You know you can't separate them, but it's not right for Tizia to force Stelsa to stay miserable in Legis Corpus like this. Her palm husk buzzes. She suits
Oh
up.
shit. I gotta go.
She pauses for a moment and looks at you.
Wanna come see what's so important that I can't go with you?
Tizia walks towards the door and gestures for you to follow. Oh, hell yes. Revolutionary activity time. You bolt off the couch and follow her to the door. You follow Tizia's through yet another series of labyrinthine hallways after walking past. Okay, I'm done. I'm tired. You take a left at a water fountain.
I'm gonna need you to keep quiet while we do this, okay?
Okay. I'm saving. I'm gonna save right here. Saving it right there. I'm gonna quit the game. I'm done. I'm so goddamn tired. I work so goddamn long. It is time for music. What to play, what to play, what to play. What to play, what to play, what to play. I'm gonna just get hype swap. Wait, I have. Hold on. I have. Hold the phone. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Love it when I can't type anything. Shut up. Why am I not logged in? Okay. Log me in. Thank you. Oh, I don't. I have Delta Rune. Fuck it. I'll just play off of. No. Not 1 to 4. 5 to 6? I don't have 9. 9 has, the good songs. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play my favorite, Alternia Bound with Alternia. Oh wait, no, not that, no. Oh wait, I don't have it? Fuck. What's Beyond Canon? I forgot what Beyond Canon is. Hold on. Alternia Bound. We're playing Troll Cops. Troll Cops. Wait, no. We have to play Troll Cops with radio play. Troll Cops with radio play. I'm leaving. Good night.
Alternia, one of the roughest beats in the universe. It's a tough job to keep it safe, and an even tougher job to find people who will keep it that way. She's a girl with an knack for justice and has the force under her thumb. He's a guy who just joined the APD, and finding his bearings is about as easy as feeding a jaguar his cough syrup. And together, they are Troll Cops. It isn't going to be easy teaching the rookie the ropes of the Force, but she's the only one who can do it without getting him killed. So far, the biggest problem they've hit is striking the right chord with each other. It seems like whenever they're partners, there isn't a moment where they're not both at each other's throats. It's going to take a miracle to find a middle road with this pair and keep both their antics under the hat. However, if it weren't for that car theft, the team would have never gotten their issues ironed out. Now they stick together like glue and macaroni and keep Alternia shining like a green sun. One thing's for sure, if you cause trouble in their neighborhood, these two will sort you out quick. Because, together, they are trolls.